Give me a cheer if you're ambitious. Not all of you, was it? Okay, easier question. Give me a cheer if you are pretending to be ambitious. Ah, yes, you. Very good. Tell me, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lecturer.
You're a lecturer? Christ, we're fucked. That's it. You're a lecturer. In what subject?
Nursing.
In what?
Nurses.
Nurses? Well, this has taken a dark turn. Here's my question. Are you pretending to be ambitious to yourself or to the people around you? To them. Okay, and what is the highest thing that you could achieve in your industry if you were as ambitious as you're claiming to be to the people around you? Like, PhD? Like, same shit, more money? Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate your honesty. In a moment or two, I'm going to refer to you as a loser, but it's nothing personal. Okay? Here's the thing. Here's my relationship with ambition, right? In stand-up comedy, that's what this is. In stand-up comedy, it is absolutely full of incredibly ambitious people. And when I started, about 15, 16 years ago, I started at the same time as a group of incredibly driven, ambitious, hard-working, talented young comics, okay? Now, they are all famous millionaires. And good luck to them, right? There's no luck involved. They were brilliant, they worked for it, played for, and got. And whilst I didn't see them so much anymore, we appeared on the same bills less and less often. I would see less of them. And yeah, maybe I was a little bit intimidated by their success. I ended up falling in with a newer generation of comics, a different crowd, younger guys and girls, you know, kind of oddball, political, pretty boy acts, you know, people who'd never amount to anything. Now, they're all famous millionaires. Here's my question. Is it me? Is there something about my presence that makes other people think, bloody hell, I'd better knuckle down? And if there is, can that quality be monetized, perhaps from home? Because I love the work. I love this. I love you. I love the job. I just can't cope with the envy, the stress, the yearning, the striving, the desperation. Right? I love the work. I'd always do the work. But I'm 44, halfway through my life. Couldn't I just uncouple the striving and the envy and all of that shit? I could jettison that, slip the clutch, and just coast like this loser. I feel like I'm just in the middle of the road, kneeling in the middle of the road, cradling the fox of my ambition, recently mown down by the truck of time, effort, and parenthood, which, to be fair, I was driving. And I steered directly towards this poor little fox, smashed him down. I jumped out, I've scooped him up in my arms, kneeling in the road, and I'm looking down at him, and his body's all smashed up, spit and dribble coming out of his mouth, his eyes all wonky like that. He's looking up at me. You promised. Shh. I said a lot of things. And I'm trying to decide right now in real time, do I expend enormous personal effort on coaxing him back to life, or just brick him? I'm fine. I know it's better to travel hopefully than to arrive. I know that. I've been to insert rival town here. I know it's the travelling hopefully, but does the travelling hopefully have to go on forever? Does the striving have to go on forever? I've got a squirrel in my loft. My wife's loft. There's a squirrel in there, 6:20 every morning. I hear it scuttling up this little slopey bit of the loft that you can't get into, and then it scuttles up, and then it goes across this sort of flat bit that you can get into. You can open this little hatch about 6 inches, and you can just peep in, and you can see it's all full of squirrel shit. He's all nibbled through the wires, and the lighting and wires and everything. And every morning, 6:20, I hear him. Shoo, shoo. the time it takes it to achieve that bit of the journey is gradually decreasing. He's getting better. Either that or the squirrel community are gradually sending their best people. Tufty, walk it off. Nutkin, you're up. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't get into the bit of the loft to seal it up, and you can't get to the outside of that bit of the building. You physically can't get there to prevent the squirrel getting access, right? So all I can do, two choices, all I can do is either smash a hole in my ceiling and paint it and plaster it, get in there, seal it up, repaint, replaster, all the rest of that, or absolutely nothing. Guess which one I'm doing? I'm lying there at 6:20 every morning listening to a rodent embody a metaphor about self-improvement while all the lights in my house go out one by one. I eat far too much pain au chocolat. Like a terrifying amount of pain au chocolat. I mean, you can't tell because I've got a good metabolism, but my heart is made out of butter. I eat too much pain au chocolat, and I eat it. So I'd say the reason is, I eat it because it's often the only fresh bit of food you can find at a service station. And I eat most of my meals at service stations because of you. And what I don't go to the night pay window. I don't know if you're a city dweller, you might not know about this, but often in the countryside, they've got the garages, the service stations will have a night pay window for security, and I can't be doing with that. If I get out of the car and the bloke in the thing waves me to the window, I just get back in the car and drive off. And I realise why. I would rather be not trusted, I would rather be followed around the shop by a security guard with a shotgun pressed against the base of my spine than have to peep in through a letterbox and ask a grown man to get me a pastry. Can you get me the chocolate? No, that's almond. I don't like almonds. Can you get the little chocky one? Yeah, not the chocolate croissant. No, the pain au chocolat. Yeah, chocolat. Yes, the pain au chocolate. Yes, it looks like a little crab with no leg. That's it. Could you just poke it in the tummy with the tongs? I just want the softest one. I know they're the same batch. Often one of them's squashier than the other. No, I don't understand it either. Just give it a little poke it. Do the second one again. Do the first one again. Yeah, really, I don't want that now. You've ruined it. Do that. Sometimes you'll get 2 pain au chocolat in a box for fractionally more than the cost of 1 pain au chocolat, right? I don't understand that at all. It annoys me, if anything. What I'm saying is I'm not buying 2 for myself. I'm taking advantage of an unbeatable offer. And what I do is I get the box and I go back and I sit in the car and I've got the box on the seat there. It'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning on the way back from a show. And I'll take one out and I'll eat it immediately. And then I'll look at the second one in that box and I think, no. That cannot stay here. Future Stew. My name's Stu. Future Stew cannot be trusted to have that in the car with him. Right, we've danced this dance before. So I get up and I put it in the boot of the car, and I get out of the car, put it in the boot, come back round, sit in the car, feeling pretty happy with myself, and off I drive. About 5 or 6 minutes later, I start thinking, who the hell does previous Stu think he is? Just who in God's name does history Stu, Deja Stu, who does he think I am? Does he think I'm some sort of idiot? Does he think I don't know? Does he think I forgot? What does he think I'm not prepared to pull over into a lay-by not 5 minutes past the garage? And what, does he think just because it's raining outside? Does he think I'm not prepared to burrow into the boot of my car through the back seat? Does he think I don't know about the fold-down chair? There's the 2-1 and the 1-1. I just need the 1-1. And does he think I'm not prepared to tunnel in there with my legs across the back seat of the car like a clothed prawn as I snuggle down in my little croissant burrow? And what does he think? Does he think I'm not prepared to sit there nibbling away, nuzzling away at that second little pain au chocolat as the rain beats down on the roof of the car, drowning out my sobs? Does he think I'm not prepared to do that? Pan au contraire. How I choose to live my life is none of my business. When we're alone, we become our truest self, right? For sure. Like we're all aware of each other's perception of us. We know that we're out and about, so we're all pretending to be normal, right? You don't need to admit it now. I know it's hard to admit it, but all of you sat there going, I'm normal, don't worry about me. I'm just a normal person. Yes, I'm just out and about in polite society, in company. Hello. Certainly never touched that. Never, wouldn't dream of it. No. I'm just normal. I'm just one of us. I'm normal. I'm not some sort of wanking, screaming, shitting monkey that's managed to put on some shoes, forget about death, and leave the house. That's not me at all. I belong. And so when you're on your own, you let go of all of that. If you're out with your friends, bye guys, great belonging. Okay, bye. Click. Oh God, take your trousers around your ankles and just slouch around the house. Turn a tap on for no reason. Sorry, Greta. Open the fridge. Use a slice of processed ham as a sort of rudimentary glove to scoop up some coleslaw. And the phone rings. Oh, hi, hello. Yeah, just normal stuff, just like anyone, you know. What sort of thing? Putting keys on a fob, you know. Doing my tax. Okay, bye. Click. And if you meet someone in a kind of romantic context, right? If you meet someone on like a first date, their perception of you is enormous and yours of them. Right? So you find yourself there in a restaurant or in a bar. Hello there. We are mutual friends of Simon. We have both been ratified by a third party, also normal. We will begin the courtship ritual. Tell me, what box sets do you enjoy? Tell me what box sets? Buffy. Same. But by the time you've been together for 10 years, all of that has gone out of the window. The pair of you just sat together on the sofa. Do you want to bang? Or watch Buffy season 6 again? I love you. No, you don't, but thanks for saying so. I honestly couldn't give a toss about the sex. No, fair enough. Coleslaw? But my son is so much a part of me. He's so much of me and from me that I don't regard him as an outside eye at all. When I'm with him, it's like I'm more myself when I'm with him than with anyone else. I shit in front of him. Not as a punishment, you know. Well, Master Goldsmith, the naughty step was unsuccessful. We shall have to try the naughty stool. Don't look away. He's upset for some reason, yeah. No. I just, when I'm with him, I'll say to him, I'm going to go for a poo. Do you want to come and hang out? He'll be like, yeah, all right. I don't defecate in front of my wife, the very idea. But with him, he's a part of me. It's like a happy version of being alone. It's wonderful. It's just lovely. And he does this thing whenever grown-up friends of ours come round, he always wants to have private time with them, right? So our friend Ed came round, and my son said, Ed, we need to do some very important work, and marched him off into the playroom. Let you into a little secret. The playroom, it's just the living room, it's got toys in it. So in they go. 2 minutes later, Ed shouts to me from the other, Stu, can you come in here? And I go in, he's bollock naked. My son. Starkers. And Ed is pressed so far into the corner of the room that he's climbed it backwards like Spider-Man. Right? Ed says, you have to be here. This is absolutely fine, but you have to be here. I'm a white man in his 30s. I've worked for the BBC. Statistically, I am a predator. Please stay in the room. And my son says, Ed, I'm going for a poo, you're coming with me. Marches off. I wish I could be like that. I live in a sort of terrified future. My son lives in a blissful present, and I just wish I could join him there. I wish I could be in that moment with him, free of context and consequence, bollock naked before the universe. Wouldn't that be wonderful? There's very little I can tell you about what it's like to be a parent unless you are one, but if I could give you the distillate experience, it would be this. We were having a kitchen rave, okay? So this is one of those moments when you just let go of everything and just enjoy yourself. My wife's dancing there, my son's dancing over there, I've got the baby in my arms, and we're just rocking out. We're having an incredible time. We're listening to my godson. He's given us a Spotify playlist, and he's cool as anything. He does parkour. I don't know if you're familiar with parkour. It's like French jumping, basically. It's so cool. The jumping is so French. Bon anniversaire. Like that. It's just... Je m'appelle Stuart. Like that. It's great. It's cool when you see it on TV and movies on YouTube and stuff. When you see it in the high street near you, it's just three lads who look somehow too awkward for Games Workshop. Jumping off a bin and doing their ankle. Oh, désolé. So I asked my godson, I said, what music do you listen to when you're training parkour, you cool bastard? And he said he likes chill hip-hop. And I said, oh yeah, what kind of artists? And what he said next shocked me to my core. I said, what artists? And he said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean you don't know? He said, well, I just put it on Spotify, put a playlist on, chill hip-hop. You don't know the bands you like. That's the death of culture, isn't it? What kind of books do you read? Oh, I like Helvetica mostly. What sort of foods do you enjoy? I like mostly soft textures. We're playing the music, we're playing the tunes, we're having a whale of a time, we're all bouncing around, we've forgotten the future, we've forgotten the past, we're in the present, we did it, we're in the moment, and my son is so caught up in that moment, with no malice in his heart, with nothing but love in his heart. He rushes over to me, he clasps both arms and one leg around my thigh, and sinks his teeth into the fleshy part of my thigh, drawing blood immediately. Christ, it hurt. And let's not forget, I have personally given birth to 2 children, right? This hurt. He just, with no malice, he was just like, this is brilliant. He bites down. God, it hurts so much. And obviously the instinct is just hoof through the window. Take the baby and like, get off me. No, you can't do that. Can't do that, I've been briefed. So you have to protect them, and this is what it's like being a parent. I had to protect her, I had to protect him. He bit me hard enough that I bled. And that anger, that pain, that energy had to go somewhere. It went up as a shout, down as a stamp. He bit me, I went, no, no! He burst into tears because he was scared. And I had to apologise to him. Thank you very much, everybody.